Greetings. Let's talk about down payment assistance programs, specifically the Texas Homebuyer program today. I just earned in April 2024, the TDHCA DPA Specialist designation. So that's the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs Down Payment Assistance Specialist designation or certification. And so this is a great popular program here in Central Texas that I want to tell you about. I can now share this more with my clients and with you today. So let's jump right in. So what is it? And let me fix my bubble here. So the TDHCA, My Texas Home program is Texas Home Buyer program is dedicated to providing funds for down payment and closing cost assistance for low to moderate income Texas home buyers with flexible options and availability. Now, there are three programs: the My First Texas Home program, the My Choice Texas Home, and there's also No-DPA lower mortgage rate program. So also called the No-DPA program. And what it is a below market competitive interest rate first lien. So now I'll break these down. So overall, how does the process work? Me along with your lender, we help you determine if there's a need for down payment and closing cost assistance. I will help you choose a TDHCA approved mortgage lender. I have a list of recommended lenders that work with this type of DPA as well as other down payment assistance programs. Or you can choose your own. At the end, I'll give you a link where you can find all the approved TDHCA down payment assistance approved mortgage lenders. Approved lenders will pre-qualify you and include their down payment and closing cost assistance to piggyback that first lien. So we'll explain that. And then, yes, we just start the home process and we can start showing homes and really dig into things and continue the buying process as normal. The lender, when we're going to contract, the lender will make a reservation in the TDHCA system for required down payment assistance funds. And the TDHCA process takes no additional time to close and is done as part of the regular mortgage loan process. So the interest rate is locked at reservation, and that's usually done when you're under contract because they must have an address to lock in that interest rate. There are a limited number of funds. Once the loan is approved, we schedule a closing time, right? The contract has the closing date, and then once we get that buyer approval, property approval from the lender, we can go ahead and schedule a closing time. So general requirements for both programs: you do need to get pre-qualified and is a regular mortgage or first lien mortgage with one of the approved lenders. You have to get a 600. You have to have a 620 or higher FICO score, which is interesting. They don't use one of the three credit reporting agencies that use the FICO score, but that's fine. There is a 45% debt to income ratio limit, which can go up to 50% if you have 3 months of reserve money separate from your down payment and closing costs. So they're going to want to see that you have 3 months of your mortgage payment saved or have, separate from your down payment and closing costs. And 401k, you can also use that to qualify, and you don't really have to touch it. And so a lender can explain more of that. There are income and purchase price limits for both programs. So for the two of the three, so they're just different. They're different limits. So I'll show you that. And you do need to complete a home buyer education training and send that certificate to your lender. So great. Thankfully, the TJC program is free. I think I have a thing that rate. Excuse me. Their course is free. I found one other one that is free that I can share with you as well. And then there are some that aren't free. Though all the others, I think I found 5 or 6 total in Central Texas that you can do. And even if you don't take the TDHCA homebuyer class, they may accept one of the others. You would just need to, I think, call or email them and just clarify if they would accept it. They do try to work with people, but want to make sure that they would accept that class. But since the TDHCA one is free, I might as well just go with that. Other general requirements. So this is a no interest, so 0%. It's a second loan. So it is a loan, but you don't always have to pay it. There is no required monthly payment, so the lender will not consider this additional debt when you qualify for a loan. So you don't have it's a second loan that you don't not required to pay monthly. Borrowers can make voluntary payments if you want, and assistance ranges from about 2 to 5% of the total loan amount. So depending on market availability. So I put an example: if you have a loan, so not the total purchase price, but a loan of 500,000. If you were to choose the 5% option, you'd get $25,000 in the total closing costs assistance. So that's really good. Qualifying homes, so it must be a single family residence, so a house, a condo, townhome, owner occupied duplexes, and manufactured homes with acreage qualify. So that's actually, even the duplexes is kind of a really good idea because you can live on one side and rent out the other side. And then you can use that rental, projected rental income to help you qualify for the total mortgage loan. So you can talk to your lenders about that, but that's a really good, option there. The homes that don't qualify are non-owner occupied properties, rental homes, second homes, and vehicles like let me move my thing here. It's like motorhomes, campers, things like that. And borrowers do not need to disclose they are using DPA on the contract. So you there's a third party financing addendum that will to disclose you're getting it, have a mortgage loan for the first lien, but you don't have to disclose the second lien. This DPA program. All right, so the first program is the My First Texas Home program, right? Oops, I'm sorry. All came up at once. So this is for FHA, VA, and USDA loans. There's a there we go, first time home buyer requirement. So that just means you cannot have owned a home or occupied a home for the last 3 years. So what happens if you inherited a home though? If you were put on the title but you never lived in the house and you can show rental history for that time period, then you would qualify for this program. And they might make an exception for divorced spouses who don't get to keep the house. So if you're divorcing, you're not going to get to keep the house. They might make an exception. So again, they use household income, and the point I wanted to make there was that let the lender help you determine if you would qualify for the program. Any doubts? So this you should kind of have a general idea whether you qualify now, but definitely talk to the lender to verify that you do or don't. Because some people were surprised, like for the example, inheriting a home, things like that. So the income qualifications, I know it's a little bit small, but or maybe if you're in a big screen, you can kind of see it. But so this is good as of June 19, 2023, and they do update it occasionally. So this is qualifications for the My First Texas Home program and the Texas Mortgage Credit Certificate. The latter is you get a credit on your taxes every year that will help you save money. So um, you see here, don't get confused. Just go by what I have highlighted there. The Austin Round Rock MSA, not the Austin County one above. That's something different. But this is for, sorry, hard to read. Bastrop, Caldwell, Hayes, Travis, and Williamson County. So if you get a government loan in a non-targeted area and you have 1 to 2 persons in your household, your area median family income can be no higher than $116,800. If you have a child or other persons in your household, yes, then you can use a three plus person limit. So that's $134,320. And that's in your purchase price, max purchase price for a 1 unit home. A non-targeted area is $582,624. That's still pretty good. Um, so there are targeted areas that they say, like I put there, are areas of severe economic distress. So those have a higher limits, and I'll show you at the end a link where you can see what those targeted areas are. But if you want no limits on where you can purchase, then you'd go by the non-targeted area. Um, yeah. So do you see the divide there? Oh, you can't see my pointer, I don't think. Okay. If you're buying 2 unit property, so like a duplex or a condo regime, It is $745,877 is the property purchase price limit. If you go into a targeted area, that's $911,000, $628. So that's pretty high. Um, so a mortgage credit certificate allows you to qualify for more of a home because you will get a tax credit. And my lender gave me this. So a tax credit. Let me remove my bubble here. So the tax credit is calculated by you take your loan amount times the interest rate times 20%, and that gives you a number, or N. Take N divided by 12, and that gives you your monthly mortgage credit, which you'll get. So you could ask your employer to deduct less taxes out of your monthly paycheck because you know you'll have this tax credit when you file for your taxes. That's pretty good. So the My Choice Texas Home will probably be another program that will help more people qualify. So there's additional types of loans you can do. You can do FHA, VA, and USDA, but also a conventional loan, and you can kind of ignore what's in the parentheses. A Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac conventional loan is fine. The second purchaser, so a conventional loan. Leave it at that. Um, there is no first-time home buyer requirement. You can use just one person's income to qualify. So if perhaps you and your spouse both make over that income limit, with this program, they can just go by one spouse's income to help you get qualified. So again, let your lender help you determine your household who can qualify. Yes. So the income qualifications, this was effective June 19th, 2023. I have the link later so you can again check their website for the latest PDF posting. So, sorry. If you do a Fannie and Freddie Mac and you're at 80% below the area median family income, that is $97,849 max income. Oh, sorry, let me move my bubble again. If you're over 80%, it is 152,875. So that's probably can help a lot of people there. And then if you do Yes, an FHA, VA, or USDA loan in a non-targeted area, the max income is $146,000. That's still pretty good. So, how do you receive this down payment assistance or closing cost assistance? You can get it in two ways. You can do the deferred. So deferred is mean you can pay it later. Repayable 30-year second loan option, or you can do a 3-year forgivable second loan option. That's pretty good. So let's say you do option one. When you go to sell it, refinance, or you're about to pay off the loan like at the end of the 30 years, right? Then you have to pay the second loan down payment assistance back at that time. Now, there is no interest, right? It has accrued. And when you sell it, you can use your sales proceeds to pay it off, to pay that second loan. Let me move my bubble again. If you refinance, about to pay off, or you're going to sell it, and it's a 3-year forgivable loan, and you do that, you go to sell, buy, refinance, whatever, after the 3 years, then you don't have to pay that money back, right? Because it's a forgivable second loan. It's forgivable. So that can be a really good option if you're planning to, not move for at least 3 years. And remember, it said it has to be an owner occupied too, so you can't still keep it, move out, and rent out that house, that property. So it has to be owner occupied. Let's see. Okay, so there's also a third program which may be interest to some people. So if you have good money and saved up and you don't need a down payment assistance, you may just want to get that lower interest rate. So what this No-DPA unassisted loan option is, it's a below market competitive first rate lien. It is a 30-year, more specifically, a 30-year fixed rate bond mortgage with no down payment and closing cost assistance at a low competitive interest rate. And on April 12th, it was 5.75. And I have to go back, but I believe around April 12th, the mortgage rates were around 6.85, 6.75. So about a whole percent less. That's pretty good. There is a no prepayment penalty. There's no affordability period. It is first time home buyers only. I need to clarify on that if it's the again just not have lived in a home or owned a home the past 3 years, but assuming we can check on that. Sorry, I'm forgetting at this time. It's free. Yes, for the more highly qualified home buyers who have their own down payment resources and you just want that lower mortgage rate and lower payment. It is subject to market availability. And again, the qualifying homes, let me move my bubble, are the single family residences, so houses, condos, townhomes, owner occupied duplexes, and manufactured homes with acreage. So you can check their rates online. So that's the link, and I will share this in the what do you call it? The detailed description of the YouTube video. All the links that I'm kind of sharing with you today, and I'm happy to. Well, yeah, I'm happy to give you. If you ask for it, email me. You can request a PDF copy of today's presentation, or just share the video. Save the video. You watch the video. But as April 12th, this shows the type of loan you want to do, and it shows if you get a 2% DPA or 3% or whatever, what the interest rate would be. Yeah. So I'll let you read that on your own. I'm not going to go through that. Here's the list of approved lenders. So you get that from the Texas Homebuyer, the TDHCA website, or you can see my list of recommended lenders. There's also bonus gift dollars available, and I'll just read this to you. The Texas Homebuyer Program is proud to partner with local housing finance agencies in certain eligible counties in Texas to offer additional, so this is on top of your down payment assistance program, additional free gift funds to be used in conjunction with your TDHCA down payment assistance program that can help your home buyers qualify to buy a home sooner rather than later. Yes. So what this is, I'll move my bubble again. It's a grant to use for down payment or closing costs. You don't have to apply for it. The lender will just make that reservation in the TDHCA program. And it's available as long as the money hasn't run out, and they didn't run out in 2023. My lender told me, so that's good. It is provided in certain counties only, so like here in Central Texas, Burnett, Lee, Caldwell, Hayes, and Williamson County. And in Williamson County, it was $7,500 extra. So that's hey, take that money. But it's not for Travis County. And just be careful because I know there are some parts in North Austin, Round Rock, that are in Travis County. I think it's just the very lower part of Round Rock. But just make sure you check. Just because the address says Round Rock or something else, make sure you check that it's going to be in Williamson County, not Travis. So the targeted regions, here's the link for that. New regions are added often. This benefit is only available through TDHCA programs, so you can't do it with other types of down payment assistance programs. And here's all the links. So to check overall the Texas Homebuyer Program, a link to the current rates, approved lenders, I will share that with you. I did want to say that here in Central Texas, if you're in Hayes, Travis, or Williamson County, we do have 89 down payment assistance program. This TDHCA is only one of them. And I kind of show you this graph here. The point I was trying to make is that a lot of them are deferred. 87% are deferred payments, 58% are forgivable loans, and we just talked about having my down payment assistance specialist, the TDHCA. Remember that sometimes you don't have to be your first home to purchase. Money can often be used for closing costs in addition to down payment assistance. And I'm going to just show you all this because I know I talked about some of this already. I did want to share that not all lenders are familiar with down payment assistance programs, and sometimes they don't want to do them. And some DPAs, they're all different types. Some are for veterans, current military, disabled persons, certain professions, American Indians, and energy efficient homes. All these terms that I just said, those are kind of quotes from the programs themselves. That's how they describe themselves. I will share with you the link as well. You can just fill out kind of a short survey of questions, and it will spit out the number of down payment assistance programs that you could qualify for, and then I'll get notified, and then I can send you an email. It'll just give you the names, but then when I'll forward you the copy that I receive, and mine actually has clickable links with requirements. You can click on them and read more about what are the requirements and how they work. So I'm happy to share that with you. And remember, 53% total of programs are both forgivable and deferred loans. So again, free money. Let's take advantage of that. So next steps, feel free to contact me for a complimentary buyer consultation. We can discuss these programs and the home buying process as well. I have access to all the homes in Central Texas, and usually my commission is paid for by the seller or builder. So take advantage. That's how we work in Texas. Um, and let's talk to you more about this. Please, again, feel free to reach out to me if you have any other questions. And please do like and subscribe to my channel. I just converted from my other YouTube channel to this new channel. So you're probably watching it now. I'm just starting to have to, my views and everything were wiped out. So I'm starting from scratch again. But I do have a lot of other videos on some topics, and you can subscribe. I'll occasionally post some updates. It's on Austin Life and Leisure, so cool spots around Austin. It's about market updates. It's about builder tours and new communities. It's kind of real estate tips and education on programs like this. So yeah, definitely check it out. And until next time.